The house with my husband. I married my job. No, why you didn't have a conversation with me? It's all about communication, man. All you do is work. It's about that's what I'm doing. The house. Look, now. Didn't pay bills. She can't help you. She don't even work. She's not even working. She's not working. Don't worry, honey. He's gonna be doing the same thing to you until you right.
She's grown. She's a grown man. And you just played out.
Played out. We're the same age. We're the same age. And you leave him. Don't worry, Amber. He's going to be doing this to you in 10 years with somebody else. He's going to be one of your friends. What you mean? People need to see what type of man you are and that my 18-year-old daughter's even with my husband. How you get him is how you going to lose him. And you believe that they leaving with my daughter, 18, just turned 18, and you leaving with my daughter. Mike, Amber. My 18-year-old daughter.
She's 19 tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Stop saying 18.
Get out the car, Amber.
Don't even worry about her. She's crazy.
I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
What?
Get out the car.
I'm grown, Mom. I'm grown.
You just turned.
I'm grown.
Get on in the house. Go in the house when you have your wit. Go in the house.
I don't care about that.
18.
I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Mike, we need to have a conversation. She gonna...
Bye.
This is just... I'm working 2 jobs. What you mean?
What? You still talking?
Get on in the house. You got folks who blocking the fence. Get on in the house.
I ain't blocking no...
Get in the house.
Mike.
Get in the house.
Oh, no, you didn't just disrespect me. He have money to be going around, but then they help me pay no bills. That's why I'm working 2 jobs.
Mom, don't worry about it.
Hey guys, what is going on? So the countdown begins. Hey, pretty blue eyes, you're the first one into the live. I would have been here on time, but I started watching another video and I got a little bit sidetracked. So I thought that I would come on here and give you an update. We're going to also go on to the Vine website and check out the status of the release of Chrisan Rock. Also, what brought attention to me and also to go live and share this with you is I was kind of shocked. I was listening to a channel holder that I'm subscribed to. I'm subscribed pretty much to all the people that cover Chrisan Rock content. And I was shocked to hear that, you know, they're like a diehard supporter of Chrisan Rock. I was shocked to hear that they expected her to be released from California custody, you know, because the expiration date of the time that she owes them in jail is going to be allegedly done with at 12 midnight. So if that's her release date, then I don't know how some jails are, but usually if you have somebody that's going to come pick you up, you know, or whatever, what they'll do is they'll let you go. Then some jails prefer you to leave, you know, in the morning time, you know, because of safety reasons or whatever. But, you know, her release date allegedly is at midnight. So that would be 3 a.m. my time, 12 you know, a.m. her time. So it's a 3-hour difference, you know, so I'm not going to be up at no 3 o'clock, but maybe 5. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to check out the status. Hey, Sonja. Hey, Star. And you might be on my second channel, SL Davis Social Media News. That's the one with the a little bit over 5,000 subscribers. That's my second channel. Yeah, we're going to have to stop putting in the work. YouTube is not going to have us having all these platforms, and we're not working to set on them platforms. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to make sure that I get you guys subscribed over at my second channel. Make sure y'all hit the like button, whether you're on my main channel or my second channel. Yeah, I'm going to start making sure that I do content on both channels, and I don't want you guys to miss out on any updates or commentary videos or premieres that I do. It might be on my main channel or my second channel. So just stay tuned. I picked up my baby daddy and cousin at 3 a.m. They released Okay, so thank you, boss lady G. That's what's up. So I'm gonna show you a couple of things that are kind of weird. Like 24 hours before Chrisan Rock gets out, all of a sudden people are just doing weird stuff. So I want to show you something real quick. They show Chrisan did some tweets on Twitter. It says Chrisan with tweets yesterday. Looks like her team is making moves on her socials. But that's not all. Viewers are questioning who is Solana. I don't know who it is. It says, what do you think is going on? Sip tea. So that's one post. I'm getting really sick of Zoe. It says another one says message from Chrisan Rock account saying TikTok, will Chrisan Rock be free tomorrow or some think her account may be hacked. And the some thinking her account may be hacked is the in my opinion the weirdo Zoe. He just rubs me the wrong way. There's just something about him. I just don't like people that just come out the woodwork, who were silent partners at first, and then all of a sudden they have this voice. It's like, go sit down. So Zoe claims Chrisan Rock's account has been compromised. How does he know so much? He acts like he has the inside scoop. I'm allegedly hearing through these social media streets that she don't even be rocking with him like that, even talking to him like that. She's not as close to him as he may make himself think that he is. She's closer to Marsh. Now, if Marsh said that, it may be a little bit more believable. But him saying it, no. I would, take it for face value. I'm so distracted by the guy blowing off wigs. Did you? So you did? Well, yeah, I know, but I just showed you. I just did that being goofy because when I saw that earlier, I was cracking up. I said, "What? No, he didn't." He embarrassed a few little chicks there. No, it was just something goofy I was doing. It's late night. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we ain't got to take everything so serious. This is just an update on Chrisan Rock's release. I hope that they let her go from California jail and let her deal with her legal, especially if they're making her pay for transport, allegedly, if she does have to go to Oklahoma. At least let her make the choice, to be released from the jail, and to, maybe she has to sign a release form that she will be there by a certain day. Give her that little time, and if she drops the ball, then that's on her. Shame on her. But you know what I'm saying? Give her that time, so she can, get stuff situated with her son. She might want to bring Junior with her if she has to go to Oklahoma. I said, if she has to go to Oklahoma, I'm not going to be one of these channel holders that are going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, because you're not going to end up mad at me because I told you what you wanted to hear. And, running with the mass majority that she's getting out, and I don't know. That'd be just as bad as lying. So I don't want to start that. Chrisan is not going to do the right thing. I know, but I'm just trying to hope for the best. I just feel like she's getting out in a few hours. Well, when I say getting out, I'm talking about in the sense of she's not going to owe California any more jail time, and everything is copacetic with that state. So I'm hoping that she's just so grateful that that's done with California. Now she can move on. I'm just hoping for the best. That's all. I'm just hoping she does the right thing. That's all we can hope for. I'm trying to stay positive. There's no reason for me to be going in. Hey, Latisse, how are you, sweetie? It's no need for me to go in on her like I was the last couple of months weeks prior to her getting locked up, because she's now taking care of her legal obligations, whether or not she got arrested and now she's has no choice but to take care of it, or whatever the situation is. She's now taking care of it. So it's no reason for me to have to say no more. We just got to sit back and hope that when she gets out, that she's doing the right thing and pretty much, like taking care of her business. You know, you can't sit here when you get out after you take care of these legal obligations and get so caught up into the drama and the love bombing that Blueface is, whatever his jail talk is, causing on you, because you can't let the love bombing let you lose the focus again, and then you get behind on your legal obligations and you get lazy, and you're listening to what he's saying. His father's taking care of making a bag. You have Junior to take care of first and foremost. It's not about you, and it's not about Junior anymore. Period. Point blank. Now let's go over to Vine. We're gonna check in over there. I checked earlier today, but things could have changed. I don't think so though, but we're gonna check right now. And I'll share the screen in 1 second. Just give me a moment. A moment of silence. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to, is it right here? I don't really need to log in because it actually says what we need to see. I don't really need to log in for that. But it says right here, schedule release June 20th, 2024 at 12 a.m. Pacific time. So there you have it. She will be released in the sense of that she doesn't owe nothing to California, especially jail time. They already gave her the sentence that they were going to give her, which was 30 days. And we already know the breakdown of how she served that time and why she's getting out early. So we don't need to go over that. But she's supposed to be getting released at midnight. So I don't know what is gonna go on with Oklahoma. I think soon as Oklahoma is done with, you won't even hear me saying anything about her legal obligations. Now I know she got a situation in Baltimore. I think that once she goes to Baltimore and gets that reinstated, they might add, stipulations to her situation. Hopefully they don't make her do like no 30 days or nothing like that. I think that if she goes in on her own regardless and doesn't get rearrested, that Baltimore might cut her some slack. You know what I'm saying? They probably look at the fact that she did some time in California. This is just my opinion. I'm not saying that these are the facts, but I'm just saying maybe they will, reinstate her probation, and maybe she can go in there and just whatever money, because money talks, BS walks. And she can go in there and if she owes any restitution or community service, get that done with and keep it moving. While she's there, she can go meet her, in my opinion, dysfunctional family, the Malones. That'd be like a little vacation. You know what I'm saying? She can kill two birds with one stone. She can visit family and clear up some warrant, legal obligations, or community service or whatever she owes to Baltimore and be done with it. And then just move differently when you get all this stuff cleared up. And then get back out here on social media and make people mad, because you're going to be a prime example of that. Nothing's going to hold you down, and there's nothing that nobody can hold against you, because you are not going to be able to get threatened no more. You ain't got to worry about nobody calling no police on you no more. Why? Because you took care of your business. Don't matter how you took care of your business. Yeah, you had to get arrested to take care of your business, but your business is taken care of. That's all that matters. As y'all come in here, make sure y'all hit the like or the dislike button. But I was gonna come on here at 3, but then I said, nah, I'm gonna end up coming up here early because I'm gonna try to get me some rest. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta go live tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You feel me, Latisse? So they mad you in jail. They mad when they're gonna be mad when you get out because they can't hold you for long. Just get out here and shine. That's all you need to do is get out here and shine. That's all. Get out here and shine. Sonya, you feel me? Get out here and shine. Now, this is my second channel. This one here, SL Davis Social Media News. And this is my main channel, SL Davis NH Nutrition Health All Media. That's what it stands for. NH All Media. That's my main channel. So make sure you subscribe to both of the channels. I'll probably put the link in the description box, but not right now. I'm not really feeling doing all that. But yeah, I definitely had to come on here. I don't obviously, and somebody had asked me to, which I'm like, please don't be DMing me like foolishness. Do I think that CashApp's account was hacked? No, I don't. I think that she has a team, like she has a team with Snapchat. It's probably the same people that work her account in her behalf. She makes a lot of money. She generates a lot of money for social media, which is her place of work, that she can have people that can reach out to her, and in her place, they can get her password and her credentials and put updates when she's not around. Ain't nobody stopped no show, is my point. Ain't nobody hacked her account. You know, she might not be no A-list celebrity, but she's bigger than some of us that talk about her. Free Blueface. Well, free him too, but he needs to free himself and sit down somewhere and stop trying to do what he wants to do. This is why his court date's been pushed back now, because he's doing crash dummy stuff. No looking over her shoulder. I'm kind of happy this is coming to pass for her. Me too. I'm happy too. You know what I'm saying? I'm really happy too. I know, and guess what? And most of all, CashApp is happy, and I know she's got to be happy, because that's all you do is look over your shoulder when you're got warrants like that. You know, you just got to clear them up, man, and keep it moving. You know, she don't need to be gone too long. You know, she needs to be free because you already know what's to come next. Now, as sister allegedly supposed to be moving out there, Chastity, I don't know if she's on. I know they got other family out there, so she's visiting family. But I hope and pray that Chastity going back to Baltimore. Both needs to grow up for juniors. I know it. And that's funny, talking about Junior. I was looking at a video. She was kissing on him, and he was like smiling in his sleep. And it just made me so sad. I said to myself, that boy been through so much. He been through so much and don't even know it, man. But see, I'm gonna tell you something. As small as he is, little ones like him can feel the energy of negativity around them too. And this affects, little small ones like Junior's age as well. And it's so sad that, he doesn't understand what's going on to be able to put things together, which is a good thing, but then again it's a bad thing, because just think about being small in this big world, and you're waking up to somebody else, and it's not your mother. Your mother's scent. Your mother's feel. Her voice, and that's not your mother. Your mother's not there because she's in jail. So I just want her to get out and do the right thing. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button, please. Make sure you support the channel. I've been trying to, be more active, proactive, and up here in your face, and chopping it up with y'all. My lives have been longer. I've been doing more lives, trying to, get up close and personal with my supporters. And the least thing you can do is hit that like button. Her smell, all that. Exactly, man. So it's sometimes we got to put our generational curses, the crabs in the barrel mentality aside, and look at the big picture, and not look at, oh, I don't like Chrisean, so I don't wish no good on her. It's not about Chrisean. At the end of the day, I know some people are just saying it because it's the right thing to say, but it is ultimately about the kids. And we need to understand, whether you like Chrisean Rock or not, she brought Junior in this world. This goes for anybody. You bring kids in this world, you owe them to take care of them. I'm glad he don't understand right now, because right, exactly. I'm glad he don't understand this right now too. I'm so glad. That's why I'm saying she still has time to get herself right. She does. And I hope that she takes that time and does the right thing. Let her do the bless. It says, please let her do the blessed thing. It says, I'm glad he's with Marsh. I am too. And I'm not saying that she treats Marsh any particular way, but I hope that she recognizes out of this whole ordeal that I think Marsh has been the only like faithful, consistent friend she has had. And my mother used to always tell me, if you say you got 100 friends, you got the game messed up. You might be lucky to say you can count on two hands how many friends you have. But if you can count on one hand that you got less than 5 friends or 5 friends, then you're blessed, because there's no such thing as having a whole lot of friends, because a lot of people can't be trusted. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, Latisse? I'm trying to tell you. This was her rock bottom. Yep, exactly. It's all about fame and money. Question, has Junior popped a tooth yet? I don't know. She don't really talk about that. She kind of sort of, she doesn't say too much about her son, which she should be entitled to, because people try to run with the narratives and switch her words around. And you got to be careful, because people will definitely have CPS in your life. You got to be careful with that. And I don't blame her that she doesn't share things like, for an example, hospital appointments that he has. So people want to run with the narrative that she's not taking him to the pediatrician because they're trying to get CPS in her life. It's very easy to help somebody crash, and make false allegations of women not being mothers to their children, because you're hating on them from a distance, because you're sick in your mind. You got issues going on in your life, so misery likes company. So you want to put problems in somebody else's. She would have more support if she knew how to treat people. Yeah, but you got to understand, she's been through a lot in her life. And sometimes when you really never were taught how to love, you had two selfish parents laying up having kids they couldn't afford, allegedly active users, in and out of jail, and they had to fend for themselves. What do you expect? And I'm not making up excuses, because some people come from these kind of circumstances and they become doctors. They become something in life. But everybody's different. Everybody's, getting their life right through their, hardships are different. Thanks for mentioning his tooth. Thank you for mentioning his tooth. You feel what I'm saying, Latisse? Exactly. You're right. Hurt people hurt people. Yep. And we know hurt people, because there's people I don't even know in real life that I see up here and don't know Chrisean. I don't even know Chrisean from a hole in the wall. Yes, I do tell her what she needs to hear, not what she wants to hear. I don't care if I'm a supporter of her or not. I'm a supporter who, when you're wrong and you ain't moving right, I'm going to tell you about yourself. Because I'm not putting a battery in your back. You got enough people putting a battery in your back, because those are the people that want to see you crash. I'm not putting a battery in your back. I don't want to see you crash. I want to see you do the right thing. Period, point blank. I want to see you do the right thing. You know, and another thing I want to tell you too, I don't get up into drama. I'm actually gonna play the Hennessy review, her thoughts on everything that's going on recently. But let me just tell you something. I don't get up into drama. Don't send me no negative videos about channel holders allegedly accusing anyone, whether I like the channel holder or not, of doing foul play to Chrisean Rock or anybody else. I don't get into that. I'm too grown for that. I think that, you know, people do what they do sometime because they're haters. And if it ain't rough, it ain't right. They just want to cause mass confusion, and it doesn't make any sense. And just, I don't want to be a part of it. She reacts before she thinks, and then yep. And she's got to stop doing that. So what we're going to do is, what I'm going to first do is I'm going to put Hennessy's link into the description, because it's always good to make sure you show credits to any commentary that you do with somebody else's content. You can't just put up somebody's content and not, you know, give them their flowers. That's why I love you. And I love you too, Latisse, baby. Thank you for being my support system, man. Because I'm telling you, it's hard to find genuine support out here. It really is. So this is Hennessy review. I'm going to pin it in the comment section. And I'm also going to make sure by the time I get off this video, because I didn't do it, because I didn't have any plans to actually do any commentary to Hennessy review channel. However, I'm going to let you guys listen to her thoughts. And like I said, you really need to go over there and subscribe to her channel. She be really putting in the work. And I'm not just saying that because, to be honest with you, I could take or leave some of these people up here. You know, like I said, I don't name drop. And if I name drop somebody, that's because I'm saying something nice about them. But if I ain't got nothing nice to say, I don't say nothing at all. So that's just how I am, you know. I've been there, done that. I'm too grown for it. So, you know, like I said, I don't have time to be bad-mouthing anybody. I'm not above life's classroom, and nor are you. So I'm going to pin this into the chat, and make sure y'all, when y'all get off this live, that you go over there and support her channel if you don't mind. And we're going to now go over to her channel and see what she had to say. I already watched it, because I always get the notifications when she goes live. But I just wanted you guys to check out her updates. So I'm going to share the screen right now. And we'll begin. Her hair looks so cute. She really wears that style well. All right, let me see. All right, I got to stop screen sharing this first. Then we will share this video.
Assumptions and predictions. All I can say is keep pushing positive energy and prayers in that direction, because the truth be told, only the Most High can change any situation He sees fit. Now, when it comes down to the situation with Chrisan and Blueface, over the past 2 days, I have gone through their court documents.
Thank you, Sanja.
And we have learned a lot about the things that they have taken care of, the things they haven't taken care of, and the mistakes that they have both made. And yes, I say both, because they both have done things that could have been avoided. They both have put themselves in situations that if they weren't in.
I'm glad she said they both, because I'm so sick of people in my comment section talking about, why you always blaming Blueface? It ain't Blueface, it's Chrisan. No, I'm not blaming Blueface. I'm just trying to say, when I'm talking about Chrisan, a lot of her, you know, decision making is around him. She listens to him. You got to listen to what you need to do for you. He's locked up right now. His life's on a standstill. Don't allow him to put yours on a standstill, because you have to be there for Junior. He's only thinking about his own feelings by telling you to stay in the house and not go get a bag. Did he forget that you still have a toddler that y'all had together, that you still got to make money because you got to provide for your child? Everything has to be at a halt, even if it's gonna take away from your child because you're thinking about blueface. No, we can't do that. We still got to be a mother. We still got to be productive citizens in society. We still have to work, and we have to take care of business. Blueface put himself behind bars. You can still hold him down, but you still have to take care of what you need to take care of as a woman.
In those situations, things wouldn't have happened. They both have showed a level of thinking that is along the lines of 20-something-year-old people. And I think that is something that a lot of people seem to forget. Even those of us who do not like the way that Blueface has treated Chrisan, we have to also remember that both of them are a product of their environments. Both of them grew up with parents on addiction.
Stonja.
Let's start there.
Just a release.
While we know that Chrisan's mom has a addiction to pain medications, Carlissa has an addiction to fame. It is something that she chased all of Blue's life. So while one chased fame, one chased to drown out their pain. So while they had two totally different situations, they both were lacking something in their lives. Something that, whether we like it or not.
Yep, and that's why their kids are messed up. You know, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. So you can't really expect these people to be model citizens when they ain't had no models to follow behind. I ain't making no excuses up, but I mean, if you want to get to the root cause of why they might be like that, look at the parenting. I mean, let's keep it real.
They found in each other. This relationship is not a fairy tale. It is not a Cinderella story. But it is not one that is uncommon. It is not one that we ourselves either have not gone through or know people that are going through it right now. This is something that is very common, especially in the African American community. We see this all the time. Your neighbor could be Chrisan and Blueface. Your cousin could be Chrisan and Blueface. Your auntie could be Chrisan and Blueface. And it doesn't necessarily have to even be people who are young. This is just people. What makes them so different is that they are so popular online. And it's the fact that it's all eyes on them.
What's the old saying? God looks out for babies and fools, honey. And they could be all ages, honey. Because I know a bunch of older fools, honey. And they're older and they still ain't doing right. And sometimes people don't change. But I believe that Chrisan changed a little bit more than Blueface has. Blueface is picking up cases while locked up. Come on now. Let's make it make sense.
Everything that they go through, they don't have a private moment. Because any and everything that they do, even if it's just a regular post, it goes viral. We're all watching. And for those people who feel like they're tired of seeing them and they want out of the chat, you're still watching. You're still engaging. A lot of us watch because we do hope for the best outcome in the situation. But then there are those that watch because they feel like it's like a train wreck. You can't stop looking. Either way it goes, it's all eyes on them. And hate it or love it, they run this internet. Now, I'm not going to ask for grace for either one. But what I am going to say is, take a look at your own life and you tell me where there's perfection. You tell me that you have walked a life without error, that you have walked a life without making a mistake, doing something you shouldn't have done, staying a little longer than you should have, being with someone that maybe didn't hold all of your best interest at heart. Tell me you weren't head over heels in love with your first love. Tell me that you have not found someone in your life that filled a void. that filled a hole, that plugged something in you, and you chose to stay because they filled that space with all the things that you wanted and needed within yourself, and you ignored all of the red flags. What's lacking in this situation is eldership. That's what's lacking. What's lacking in this situation is guidance. There's no one giving sound advice to either one of them. And I'm speaking of both of them. I'm not just speaking of one or the other. Hell, there's not anyone that seems to be giving sound advice to even Jaidyn.
Nope.
Everyone around them seems to have their own agenda when it comes to them, be it people trying to tug at them to get a clout move or to get a rise in their status online, saying their names just to get a spike in their release of their song, saying their names or showing their images on their TV shows, in their lives.
I want to say something to you guys. Always remember that YouTube is an entertainment platform, social media, Facebook, all of that. It's all for entertainment. Now, when we say the word entertainment, it's entertainment in the sense that they're social media influencers and they choose to record their life. Nobody makes them get on and turn on that camera and tell their business or, share their personal intimate secrets or whatever. But I'm gonna say something to you. If you're a social media influencer and you are putting your personal business up here, or you're just moving the wrong way and you know it's going to be recorded or you're being recorded, always remember, when you put people in your business, like my mother used to always say to me, they stay in your business. If you don't want them to know nothing, you don't want them in your business, keep it off of social media. These people are not really truly victims. Blueface, CashApp, Bonnie Lachey, none of them, Carlissa, none of them, because this is free advertisement. People have to pay for this kind of advertisement so it reaches worldwide and their followings grow. They get following effortlessly because of people like us as commentators who speak their name into existence. We share who they are on our platforms with our supporters, and they grow. But if you don't want people to be in your business, you have to keep them out of your business. Keep it to yourself. Everything is not meant for the internet. Pick and choose your battles, period.
There are people that are even dragging the baby just to get some traction. And in the midst of all of this, people are forgetting that these are two people, human beings, that live and breathe just like you and I, that have things that go on with them, between them, and as individuals as well, that are going on. When this app closes, real life still goes. That's the real part about all of it.
Right, exactly. And Sandra, you're right. You said I would not put my trauma on social media. They have gone to the extreme and it's all for money. It's right. It's all for money for the people who are the popular ones, which are CashApp, Blueface, for an example. It's all for money. It's all to break the algorithm, to get the algorithm all shook up. And why do they want to get the algorithm all shook up and pointing in their direction? It brings following, and following equals to a bag. So they're no different than we are. They give us the content and we report it. They're making money and so are the reporters. So it's a win-win. But you just have to pick and choose. Don't go too far with it. The cost of what you're willing to sacrifice for the love of money. Because remember, the love of money is the root of all evil. You have to sometime be use some discernment with certain things. Don't sell your soul for a bag and then have regrets later, and then you want to call people trolls and haters. But you put this business out there. We wouldn't know unless you told us.
This. And for all we know, all of this can be a ruse. It could be an act. It could be, we don't know. We could be bearing witness to the greatest show on earth. When it comes down to how they grab our attention and suck us in so much that we become so invested.
Too invested. Act like they know
in their
personally.
lives.
Yep.
In their every move. They've mastered something that no one else seems to be able to master. But these are young people who are trying to find their way through life. And whether you like what I'm saying or not, this is what I see. These are my thoughts. And I wanted to give my thoughts on this. This is not about playing a video, showing a post, or any of that. A lot of you ask me, Henny, what are your thoughts on this? And I never want to give it. But I thought, why not? So I decided to come live and give y'all my thoughts on this. Neither mother for either one of them is available to give them the guidance that a matriarch should give. That's not a knock. That's not a diss. That's not a dig. That's my observation.
It is what it is.
Everything in this video is alleged because I ain't there. So I don't know what's going on. But I'm speaking from what I'm observing. I know a lot of people.
I don't get what you mean. You said, I often have what will one do once the apps are gone. That sounds like a pocket watching question, if you ask me. No disrespect to you, but I have to be honest, because these apps are people's jobs, and this is not going to ever go away. That's almost like saying television is going to go away. This is a form of television, but people are looking at this in real time or pre-recorded videos at their own leisure for free on a mobile cell phone or laptop or desktop computer, or you can even access YouTube or whatever have you on your TV. This is a business. This is never going anywhere. Now, platforms might bankrupt or whatever have you, or just decide for business reasons to, shut down, but I don't think they'll shut down. Another partner will buy the platform. It might be ran differently, but why would they take away people's stability? Some people literally live off this. They're teenagers making 100 and 200,000 a month. This is a real job. It's just not a traditional job, Sheena. I sometimes think when I hear questions like that, and there's no shade to you, people just be really mad at knowing how much social media influences content creators, people that put in the real work. They're consistent and they're getting a bag. You don't want to see them getting that money. You're mad that they're doing something that they love. If they're consistent, they're effortlessly making some decent money and they're being able to take care of their family. Too much pocket watching. Because for you to say that is almost like you're saying, in a nutshell, what are they going to do when they take these jobs away? Because these are people's jobs. CashApp is a social media influencer. That's her job. She's doing the same thing I'm doing. She's bringing the content so that we can report the content. It's a give and take. So to me, that sounds like a little bit of pocket watching. Got to step your game up. Live outside the box. Maybe you need to start a YouTube channel, be consistent, get a little bit of this little money here, and then maybe your thought process will be different. But if this platform was to go away, a lot of people will be affected because these are some people's livelihoods. So I don't know where you got that little thought process from.
People were
That's just my
championing for
opinion. We can agree
Carlissa
to
to get
disagree.
Junior, that would have been the worst thing in the world. Junior would have been on every episode of Sisox. Junior would have been on the camera. And we don't know what narrative she would have spun out there about Junior. Again, that's not a dig. That's my observation. So I think it is
that part. Hey, get your coins. Who wants to work for the next MF? Exactly. That part. You got to live outside the box. Hennessy review, myself, and others, even if I don't care too much for these content creators or what your mission is, they're thinking outside the box. This is very hard to make money on social media. And once you get a following, which starts from consistency and hard work, you should be making that kind of money that you make. Even the people at the bottom of the barrel, if they're consistent, because you can't look at the numbers of the last videos that a content creator has done, because you don't see our analytic in the back office. We can only see that. It goes by what you make for daily views and for the month. You get paid every 21 days. And that adds up. And we get paid well. And I'm not going to ever lie about that. But yeah, this is somebody's job. You know what I'm saying? You talking about taking jobs away. Girl, you lost your mind now. I can agree to
best
disagree,
thing
but come on now. You're doing too much now. Saying too much.
for
It don't make
Junior
no
to be
sense.
where he is with Marsh. Because since Marsh has had Junior, we haven't seen him. She's not posting about him. She's not talking about him. She's not doing any of those things. She's not clouting off of him. That right there tells me, if nothing else that Marsh has ever done, standing up for Chrisan,
Okay,
fighting
I get
for
it,
Chrisan,
Sheena. All right.
being there for her, swooping in like an Avenger to rescue Junior from the courthouse. If none of that showed you that Marsh is a stand-up friend, then the fact that we don't see Junior should tell you all you need to know. Because guess what? While everyone loves the internet nephew, whether you love to post about him in a positive way or you post about him in a negative, you love to post about Junior. And while those of us who love nephew want to see him and see him grow, they're not obligated to show us a damn thing. They're not obligated to answer to us and answer our questions and appease us by putting him out there. Marsh is being a protective and responsible godparent from what we all see. But of course, you know, anyone that stands close to Chrisan or stands close to Junior,
Marsh is probably the only friend, true friend Chrisan has,
is going to face ridicule. And so these rumors have begun that she has a family court case, which she does not have a family court case. Rumors of her having the baby taken from her. She is on a legal binding document, which is a baptism certificate. That's a legal document. You can use that for points on an ID. Did you know that? There's more that you could do with a baptismal certificate. Look it up. And Marsha's name is on there as the godmother. So she is within all of her legal rights to have her godson. Leave Marsh and Junior alone. All of this about them having a fight and all of that, friends fight. Friends go through things. Some friends physically fight. I don't physically fight with my friends. But there are friends that do physically fight, have vicious arguments. Does that mean that they're not friends anymore? You have vicious arguments and probably fight with your spouse. Does that mean that's not your spouse anymore?
Erica, don't believe the hype. Somebody must have planted a seed and said that Marsh and Chrisan Rock are fighting. If this is what is being spoken to the universe while Chrisan Rock's in jail, where would they get this information from? Marsh hasn't even been on social media, like Hennessy said. She's been taking care of her responsibilities, taking care of her child and Junior.
It doesn't. It doesn't take away from the friendship or the relationship. So stop saying that they're not friends. Because guess what? Even if they weren't friends, let's play devil's advocate and say they aren't friends anymore. Even if they weren't friends. Know it all. You treading on thin ice. I'm just letting you know I've been watching you for a couple days. You're on thin ice with me. The fact that she swooped in and grabbed Junior as quickly as she could and was able to be mature enough to put whatever difference they had to the side to be there for her godchild in a time when she was needed the most speaks volumes to me. And even if they are arguing and not talking at this time, it's none of our business. See, that's the problem. A lot of people feel entitled to their business.
Like they know them in real
entitled
life.
to answers to things that we don't need to know.
Yeah.
Things that we should feel privileged to even have shared with us.
Like, right. Like her having to share.
See, that's the problem. As the audience.
Like her having to share, well, we're going to say that she's not taking her son to the pediatrician because we don't see it. She's not obligated to share that with you or show you. Who are you?
As the people who are watching, we've become entitled. Too entitled. Instead of looking at it as this person doesn't have to share a damn thing with us. Now, we've seen what happens when Chrisan went off the internet, Blue is locked up. Even now, Chrisan is locked up, Blue is locked up, the internet is dry. You can't even spit start this mug. It's dry and it's boring without them.
Yep, and people are just making stuff up just to bring some entertainment.
So dry and so boring that people are creating content and narratives being spun just to try to stay relevant. Baby, there are people out there that are hoping, wishing, and praying that Chrisan come out tomorrow just so they'll have some fresh content. Because they don't have anything else to talk about. They don't know how to make content out of anything. And while I know that there are some things that are being said about me out here in these internet streets by particular people, I'm not giving them any shine. I'm not giving them any recognition. But what I am going to say is go to hell and seek professional help on your way there, because clearly there is something off with you. Habitual lying is a mental illness. Seek help.
Talk about it. I'm trying to tell you.
I think that at this point in time, whatever it is that happens for Chrisan, for Blueface, is something that both of them need to look at in a spiritual aspect.
Make sure y'all hit the like
and not
button.
Look at it from a surface
Thank
level.
you.
Because there is something that the Most High is trying to tell the both of them. There are things that I see in the both of them. Yes, even in him. That if he got out of his own way, if he pushed his circle out of his own way, he would elevate at such a rapid fire level.
Wack too.
If she got out of her own way, started realizing who she is and the power that she possesses, she would elevate in rapid fire. Potential to actually take all of this by storm. Y'all do know that, right? That this is going to take a level of maturity. This is going to take a level of therapy. This is going to take a level of spiritual elevation in the both of them for them to be able to see that. Now, I know a lot of people are saying that this is a soul tie and it's a trauma bond. But you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing twin flames. What's making me say I see twin flames is the way their lives are parallel. And it's not just this situation, because I've looked back. That's why I was able to say both of their parents had an addiction. Both of their parents weren't there for something. Okay? And when I say parent, I'm talking about the mother. Because here's the thing. A lot of us have grown up with a parent, a father that's been in and out of our lives, or a father that was completely absent. But it's something about your mother. Something about the mother. Being present. Being there. That when there's a lack of that, it really sends us bonkers. And I don't say bonkers in a bad way. I'm just saying it affects us a lot more than the daddy part. And that's not to say the daddy part doesn't affect us. It does. But look at all of the people with mommy issues. When you lose a parent, some people have lost a mother, some people have lost a father. The loss of the mother impacts you so greatly, so deeply, so spiritually. That's for everyone. When a father is gone, it impacts you, but not as deeply as it does the mother. And you know why?
I agree.
Because for 10 months, pregnancy is 40 weeks. It is not 9 months. It is 40 weeks because it is not 10 months because it's 40 weeks of pregnancy. For almost a year, you and that person were one body. You guys were one. You were inside of that person's body. So that connection to the mother is a lot deeper than people actually want to give it credit for. So when that vibration, that frequency, that connection to the mother is missing and it's gone, or it's lacking something, it does something to you in a great way. What is the thing that he loves the most about Chrisean? How affectionate she is.
He probably feels like he never had that.
While there are a lot of people that hated the fact that she picked and touched and did this with him, he loved that about her. He said that. He loved the fact that she was so appreciative and so grateful because everyone around him was what?
Had their hands
feeling
out.
Entitled to him doing things for them, that they no longer were grateful.
Cynthia.
Not Jaidyn, not his mom, not his homeboys. Nobody was grateful. And when she came in, she brought that energy of being appreciative, of being grateful.
You only get one mom
into the fold, which caused other people to be grateful and appreciative. You don't believe me? Go back and watch the Jason Lee video they did together. Go back and watch that. Watch it with a non-biased eye and see what's being said there. People want to say, oh, the interview that he did with Jaidyn, and this is not a knock towards her. He was so professional. Was he, or was he putting on an act? He was not being himself.
Right. It never seems natural when he's with Jaidyn.
They spent a lot of time talking about Chrisean. I feel for Jaidyn. I empathize with her. I empathize with her. And I've said this before. As a woman, you've either been Jaidyn or you've been Chrisean or you've been both. A lot of women can relate to their man moving on with someone else. Their man leaving them while they were pregnant. A lot of women can relate to that. A lot of women can relate to being with a man that has been a dog ninja the whole time, and you just having faith that one day they're going to see you, one day they're going to stop, one day they're going to, one day. She has a daddy issue because her daddy wasn't there. And Blue filled that void by taking care of her, by making her feel protected, by being there. They have a bond that is years connected, that no one will probably ever be able to break that bond, especially being that they have children. But the love, while he loves her, it ain't the same. Whether you choose to accept it or not, it ain't the same. He doesn't crash out over over Jaidyn.
Nope, he
He
sure
crashes
don't.
out over Chrisan.
Yep.
I know a lot of people left just now because they don't want
Good
to hear
evening,
that, but it
Genty.
is the truth. And while
It's
he
actually
does love Jaidyn
Friday.
and probably will
I mean, yeah,
always love
Thursday. What am I
Jaidyn,
talking
he
about?
is in love with Chrisan.
And there's a difference.
Now, people will say narcissists are not capable of loving, but they are. Ask a therapist. Ask more than one therapist. Their love is different. His narcissism was taught to him. It wasn't something that was just a part of him. It was taught to him. So I am a firm believer in what is taught to you can be untaught. You can't unlearn what you know. But what I mean by untaught is he can be taught differently. But it's a matter of wanting to change. It's a matter of wanting to do better, be better. It's a matter of realizing that doing everything for a clickbait, humiliating, bashing, doing whatever to get a rise out of the internet for the person that we've all watched you crash out over is not the way to go about loving somebody. He has to see that. He has to be shown that. Chrisan,
I do agree. I
feels
believe
like
he
she
is in
owes
love
him,
with her.
even to this day. She loves him, and we know that. She's in love with him, and we know that. But this feeling of owing him, baby, you paid that man his owing when you walked away with nothing and had to rebuild yourself.
And she did it. That's why she don't
You
need to
owe
let him
him
tear you back down.
nothing.
Yep.
Because what he thought was going to happen was he was going to put you out his house, move Jaidyn back in, and you were going to crumble and fall. And that's
And then he
not
could
what
get
happened.
over. And then he could get over her.
You picked yourself up
Yep.
by your bootstraps, and you did what needed to be done to take care of you, to keep you going and keep you thriving. So everything that he gave you, everything that he did for you, the minute you walked away with nothing, you paid him back. Because the phoenix in you that rose out of those ashes built yourself up. You did that without his help. You did that. So you don't owe him a damn thing. The debt is cleared.
Hey, Nikki.
In all honesty, and some people may get mad when I say this, but it is a fact. Being with him now, you're doing him a favor. And I say you're
Right,
doing
because
him a
that's the boy in
favor
him, Cynthia.
because you've
Not the
taken
man in him.
L's since going back to him. See, when he put you out and you kept going and you was doing you had such a rising that happened. And when you went back to him, Your numbers started declining. And when you went back to him, the hate train that he started chugged up and began to go down the express track on you. You sat down. You stopped working. What have you been gaining by doing so? Because here's what I see.
In my opinion.
You sat down, you've gotten quiet, and now the narrative has become that, oh, we were wrong. Chrisan wasn't the clout. Blueface is. Blueface is not the clout. Y'all, get them likes up, please. And thank you. Blueface is not the clout. But what's going to happen is, because you've been quiet all of this time, when he comes out and everything starts moving again, they're going to continue with the narrative that he is the clout. When I believe, and I believe everybody that is watching this knows, that if she would have kept going, you would have blown up. Music, TV, this, that, the third, you would have been blown up. People like to say she can't do anything without using his name. She has to be attached to Blueface. Well, guess what? We got to see that Blueface without Chrisan doesn't move the same either.
Especially if he's using Jaidyn.
Again, my observation, not a knock or a diss
he won't
towards
get
anyone,
nowhere.
but he wasn't doing those same numbers with Jaidyn that he was doing with Chrisan. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be funny, but it's a fact.
Ain't gonna happen.
If somebody gets butthurt, I don't know what to tell you. That's not to say that people did not start gravitating to her, but those people that are gravitating to her are just, they really are Chrisan fans going rogue. That's all I could think of. That's not to say that she is not likable. There's some things about her that I like. There's some qualities that she has that I like. I like her as a mom when she's not with Blueface. I like her as a mom without Blueface.
Yeah, she loses all focus when she's dealing with Blueface, even from a distance.
I could do without the throw the rock, hide your hand stuff, but this is not a video about dragging. This is giving my honest opinion on things, giving my honest thoughts on things and the situations and the narratives that are out there. Take it or leave it.